so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all times. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program. Thank you so much.
And I thank you, regarding to what my brother just reminded me of when the new king talked about compensation for the Biafrans and apology. Our new Biafran Prime Minister of the Republic in exile, Master Simon Ekpa, have responded, and he responded the voice of the Biafran people. We do not want any compensation. We do not want any apology. What we need is a referendum for us to have our nation. Is that too much to ask? If you want to see to the problem of the Biafran people, our Prime Minister has made it clear, and that is the voice of every Biafran, no matter where you are. Our demand is referendum. That is the voice we have always had. This is why our supreme leader was kidnapped. You cannot be talking of apology. You cannot be showing pity. You cannot be pretending you have had us while our supreme leader is still in the hand of the enemy. Are you telling me that the King Charles is not able to demand for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's freedom, his own citizen, United Kingdom citizen, who was kidnapped and being held against his will in the Zoological Republic? The law of the same country have said, let him go, and they continue to hold him. Why are you not speaking about it? As a king, we heard that you are responsible for every citizen of that United Kingdom, and every citizen of United Kingdom is a subject to you. Even every citizen of United Kingdom take an oath. Take an oath to be under you and be your own before they are given citizenship. The oath they took that originally made you responsible for whatever happens to them. What are you saying about your citizen? Why are you jumping these issues and you're flying from there to compensation and apology? There is no compensation and apology that is going to create peace or that is going to calm Biafrans down except freedom. Freedom, starting from the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and referendum for the Biafran people. When these two things are done, we can now start the healing process from there. No amount of apology can heal the Biafrans. No amount of compensation can heal the Biafrans. The only thing that will heal the Biafrans is total and absolute freedom. Starting from the release of our school Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, then head to referendum. Let the Biafran people decide their fate. Then and only then we can start healing from there. This is the fact. You see, most times you see people pretending right, left, and center. Some other ethnic groups for their own personal interest or for one thing or the other. Some for greed and jealousy. Some because it's not happening to them. They pretend it is not happening. And the most annoying is sometimes I see some of them come online and they will say, why is it that the Igbos are complaining all the times? Why is it that the Igbo Biafrans are complaining every time talking about Biafra, Biafra? Are they the only ones suffering? Are they the only ones suffering? Why are they always complaining? Why are they always making it about themselves? This is a very stupid statement to make. Very stupid and selfish statement to make. Well, I don't blame them, because it takes an Igbo man for you to know what the Igbo person feels. If you are not an Igbo person, you will not know what an Igbo Biafran is going through in that Zoological Republic. You won't have a clue. If you are not an Igbo Biafran, you will not have a clue of what the Igbo Biafrans are going through. If after everything that happened in this very past election, you will still be there castigating the Igbo Biafran are asking, why are they always complaining? Why are they always talking? Why is it always about them? When the evidence are everywhere around you, one of the major tribes in that contraption, and yet they are nowhere in that country. One of the major tribes, they are nowhere in the seat of power. They are not wanted anywhere close. The intimidation is so much that the plan is to make sure that they are being wiped away. And they now say, okay, good, we are not wanted. We want to have our own nation. Yes, you don't want them to be on their own. What else do you want? What else do you want? The only thing you do every time is to come online and make them the aggressor. You come online to paint them to be the oppressor. You come online to use any different kind of term to qualify the Biafrans, and mainly especially the Igbo Biafrans. When they work hard to get what they are looking for, when they struggle and move forward to succeed by all means, you call them domineering. You translate their hard work to domineering instead of giving them an accolade for being able to succeed on their own without help from anybody. Instead of giving them that accolade for succeeding against all odds, what you do is to paint them with a different picture. You call them domineering. And you preach that domineering, preach it and preach it and preach it, and they begin to sink into the head of some foolish people. But of course, there are still some intelligent people in that contraption from different tribes, from different religions. There are people that are very intelligent that knows what the Igbo Biafran stands for. They know very well. There are so many other tribes in that contraption that have learned a lot from the Igbo Biafrans, and they have used it to improve themselves. So many are still embarking on that same journey, improving themselves, looking onto the Igbo Biafrans, having a healthy competition with them to excel. But in another way around, there are some other people who have now seen the Igbo Biafrans as a yardstick for them to measure their own success. The only time they can measure their success is when they see that Igbo Biafran is being oppressed. They are successful. When an Igbo Biafran succeed, they are unsuccessful. That is how some of them measure their own success. And that is why on daily basis, their own agenda is to make sure that they continue to oppress the Igbo Biafrans, begin to oppress them. And once they feel that they are oppressing them, they are just okay and comfortable. That is how they measure their success. Is that the right thing to do? Is that the right thing to do? We have come to a stage where we have to speak in a different tone. This platform you are standing for, you are listening for, is an autopiloted platform. Please share the broadcast. Share it to your WhatsApp group. Share it to any group you belong. This very platform is an autopiloted platform. We don't come here to preach hate. We don't come here to attack individuals. We don't come here to talk about irrelevant issues. We come here to encourage Biafrans and to debunk every lies against us, against Mazen Nandekano, against IPOB. That is what we do here. And we will continue to do so. You can see us as your rival. You can see us as your enemy. It doesn't matter. What matters is how does Chukwu Kabiama see us. What we are concerned about is how Chukwu Kabiama sees us. How you look at us doesn't matter. Call us domineering, call us intimidating, call us haters, whatever you like, any entitlement you like, give to us. But that doesn't count. What counts is what does Chukwu Kabiama think about us. What we are asking for is not something that's out of the world. It is not something that is illegal. We are asking for our legitimate rights. Just like our screen lamas in Nandekano today, a prisoner of conscience asking for his rights. Before the whole world, his rights have been denied him after kidnapping him and torturing him for good 8 days. committed a crime against international law, extraordinary rendition to bring him to Nigeria, and continue to put him in solitary confinement up to date. The court of Nigeria set him free and told the government to pay him compensation and send him back to wherever he's coming from. Yet, they continue to hold him in captivity for more than 2 years. And you say it is okay? You think it's okay? To show you the wickedness of men, to show you the wickedness of men, do you see how they are running around their own? Ike Ekweremadu, who committed a crime and convicted. Ike Ekweremadu committed a crime and he was convicted in the United Kingdom. You see how they are running helter-skelter, asking for pardon for him. They are asking for pardon for him. These people who are writing letters, going in person, making appeal on behalf of Ike Ekweremadu to be set free. A man that has committed a crime and convicted in a court of law in the United Kingdom. They are begging for his release. Meanwhile, there is another man in your own country. There's another man in your own country who has never been convicted by any court of law on the planet Earth. Who has not committed any crime anywhere on the planet Earth. There is no record of any crime that he has committed anywhere on the planet Earth, and no court of law has convicted him. In fact, the courts say, let him go, discharge him, and do not try his case anywhere in your country. Pay him compensation. The government gave a deaf ear, and they continue to hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu incommunicado. They continue to hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in solitary confinement. In fact, they denied him all his rights. He can't be able to see his lawyers, his doctors. He cannot have his praying materials. He doesn't have his glasses. He is not being fed well. He's in isolation. An innocent man. And yet, there is no uproar everywhere. People are not making an appeal. People are not making a genuine appeal for his release. We have not seen members of the House of Assembly coming together to speak in one voice and say, let this man go, he is free. The court have set him free. It is his right. Give him his right. We have not seen Ohaneze Ndigbo make a strong move, make a strong statement and say, let this man go. We have not seen the governors make that move. Those of them who claim to be elites in Biafra land, those of them who claim to love the Igbos, those of them who claim to be our friends and relatives, the United Kingdom itself, the Prince Charles itself, whom they are coronating, his own citizen is incarcerated in Nigeria illegally after being kidnapped from another country, Kenya, and extra rendition into Nigeria. Kept in the solitary confinement after torture. And the court of that country said, let him go. They continue to hold him. And everybody is silent. People are going about their daily businesses, doing what they think is right for them, and they cannot. And you think it's okay? Is that the kind of world you want to live into? In the same vein, a convicted man in the United Kingdom today, go to their papers. People are writing letters, writing papers to United Kingdom to set him free, to grant him pardon. A convicted man. They spend their time, even the senators travel, they move and go there to ask for pardon for a convicted man. But an innocent man in your own country, in your own door, before your door, you don't want to speak about it. You dare not open your mouth and talk about his freedom. You don't care how he feels or what happens to him, and you think it's okay. You think it's okay. That same cup you used to measure for someone will be used to measure for you. Since all of them think it's okay, we, the Biafran people, we think it is not okay. And that is why we are taking the measure we are taking today. Because the freedom of Mazen Nande cannot remain in our hands. The genuine Biafrans, we think it is not okay. The autopiloted IPOB, the Biafra Republic government in exile, under our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, we believe it is not okay to hold an innocent man in the prison. And that is why we are embarking on the civil disobedience that started tomorrow. Starting from tomorrow, for 4 days until on the 11th, when he's going to come to court. We are embarking on that civil disobedience to make sure that we tighten every ground. We tighten every and let the Nigerian government know that we cannot hold back and stand and watch them allow our leader die in jail. No, we will not allow them to continue to keep Mazen Nande in detention. We will not allow them to continue to hurt Mazen Nande. We will not continue to allow them to go scot-free with all the crime they are committing, all the human rights abuse against Mazen Nande. And if you agree with us, you must have to join that sit at home, starting from tomorrow. I have said it. It is not about whom you are supporting. It is not about your belief, your religion. It is not about your ethnic group. If you are a genuine person and you love what is right, if you are one of those who confess Mazen Nande, this is the time we know those who really love Mazen, those who love him. Because we know actually that it is not everybody who is calling Mazen Nande loves him. Just like the Bible says, that it's not everybody is calling Father, Father, Father. Let's go to enter the kingdom of God. Today we know there are so many people who shout Mazen Nande, Mazen Nande. He's our leader, he's our leader. IPOB, I swear oath, I didn't swear oath. But deep inside them, they are the haters of Mazen Nande, and they don't want him to be free. We know them. We know them by their names, even though we don't call their names. We don't call names, but we know them. When you are doing anything against Master Simon Ekpa today, you are the hater of Mazen Nande. Take it or leave it. It's a bitter truth. A bitter truth that I must have. If you are a genuine Biafran with a clear conscience, keep your hatred apart. I'm not saying that you must love Master Simon Ekpa. I am not forcing you to love Master Simon Ekpa. I'm not saying you must love him. People have their differences. People have their weaknesses. My friend must not be your friend, and your friend must not be my friend. But when it comes to leadership, whoever is chosen and appointed, we must all support that person, regardless whether we hate him or we love him. We have to give that person support, at least for our collective interest. So, in this time, we are talking about our collective interest, which is freedom. That is where every one of us meet. It is not about our personal interest of love for Master Simon or not love him, or how handsome or how beautiful, or your jealousy against him. No, your jealousy doesn't count. Your hatred doesn't count this time. What counts now is our collective interest, that thing that every one of us want, which is freedom. Regardless who you are following, I don't want to know. I don't care. I don't want to know. Whoever you support, I don't want to know. At this stage that we are now, these 4 days is critical. If you love Mazen Nande, you must join, not minding who gave the order. The order is to free Mazen Nande. Every one of us have known that the only man that have always placed something on the table is Master Simon Ekpa. Master Simon Ekpa is the only person that puts something on the table at all times. Our Prime Minister, he always puts something on the table. Every other person is just talking, blabbing, making noise. Some will come and tell you they are doing something on the ground. For more than 2 years now, underground. You've been working underground for more than 2 years and nothing to show for it. Why don't you come and do it openly? Don't you think that when you begin to do something openly, it might have more effect? The agitation have passed the stage where you hide under keyboard and you type. Why do you hide under keyboard and you write statement? Where you use voice message and you will never show your face. The stage we are now, we are talking about an existing nation, Biafra Republic government in exile. Biafra, existing nation, is not dead, is not invisible. We are talking about a visible nation. So whoever is running affair in either you are a broadcaster or you are member of the parliament or whatever post you have, We need to see you and know whom you are. You need to talk to us. We need to feel you. If Mazen Nandekan was just talking to us in audio and write-ups for a very long time, nobody's going to listen to him. Nobody's going to take him serious. But Mazen Nandekan has an identity. He has an identity that everybody knows. He has an address. You can reach to him. You can speak to him. You can reach out to him at any given point in time. And that is why he is very, very different. That is why he was able to gather the crowd he gathered all this while. That is why he was able to get the stance he has. That is why he was able to get the legitimacy he has. He has a face, and that is what we expect from every single one of us. We have passed the stage where you begin to hide and no. At this stage we are now. Follow who no road. Follow who no road. The only man we can see available today that knows the road is Master Simon Ekpa. At least we are seeing him putting things on the table time and time again. At every given point in time, you will see him putting something on the table. I saw somebody trying to connect and join. If you want to join, please keep your phone in a horizontal way. Keep your phone in a horizontal way and make sure you click your rotation on. Click your rotation on and keep your phone in horizontal way. Then your request, I'll bring you in. If you don't keep your phone this way, you cannot come in. Keep your phone this way